Hello, friends, and welcome to the Mad Poet's Lair. Tonight, I would like to speak to you about why I collect some of the things I collect. I submit for your approval this German helmet. It is an M16, which means it was made in 1916, the first model of what you might call the modern German helmet. Before that, they had the Pickelhaube, the spiked little helmets. Now, what intrigues me about items like this is not this mere historic significance, but the personal significance. This helmet is 96 years old. Some young man, German soldier, wore this helmet. What became of him? Am I holding this helmet now because he was killed in battle and someone picked it up off his dead body? Was he a prisoner of war? The helmet was removed from him, taken as a souvenir by some Allied soldier. Or perhaps it was just lost in the heat of battle. Someone came across it and picked it up. We don't know. I will show you the liner. I don't know if this shows up very well. You see there are 3 pads in the liner. This pad here is darker than the other 2. Now, why would that be? I think it's because this pad, which is leather, would have been the pad that was against the forehead with the sweat and oil from the skin that actually darkened the leather. These pads would have been against the hair, insulating the leather from the skin and the sweat and the oil. This was worn. What became of the man that wore this? That's what is interesting. 96 years ago. If he survived the war, he certainly wouldn't be alive now. But what? Oh, if I could just, by holding this helmet, if I could just see him and see his life. And what of him could he imagine when he was a soldier in the First World War? That me, the mad poet, would be holding this helmet, would have it in my possession in the year 2012. I've got a computer right here. I've got a cordless phone. My apartment is centrally air conditioned and heated. There's a dishwasher in the kitchen. You just put the dishes in and press a button and it washes them. All these things would have been unthought of, unheard of, while the person that wore this helmet was alive. If I could only see his life and tell him of mine. The airplanes that he saw in 1916 were made of wood and fabric. Maybe go 120 miles an hour. We've been to the moon. We've got jet planes 500 miles an hour carrying hundreds of people across continents and oceans. Could this person have dreamed of that? This is not just a thing, it was a personal possession of someone. That is why I like collecting things like this. Puts me in touch Oh, you could probably pull some DNA off this thing. What would that tell you? Well, my friends, this is the Mad Poet saying keep an interest and collect things and think of the personal connection, not just something to throw up on a shelf. Something that someone has touched, been part of their life. Until next time, I love you all and keep collecting.